Ollie Octowave and the Bubble Elevator. Deep beneath the sapphire waves lived Ollie Octowave. He was a very busy orange octopus who loved to build things. Ollie was famous for his fashion sense. He wore a different colored striped sock on every single one of his 8 tentacles. Around his waist, he wore a sturdy tool belt overflowing with gadgets made from polished seashells and sea glass. Ollie's greatest invention was the Great Bubble Elevator. It was a shimmering, hollow pearl that could carry sea creatures from the dark ocean floor up to the sun-drenched reefs. "It's the safest way to travel," Ollie told his friend Marina the seahorse. Marina marveled at the elevator's glowing buttons and the soft seaweed carpet inside. One bright morning, Finnegan the sea turtle hopped aboard for a trip to the surface. Ollie pulled the main suction lever, and the elevator began to rise. But suddenly, instead of going up, the bubble gave a loud pop hiss and began to drift sideways toward a prickly kelp forest. "Oh dear, we're going the wrong way," cried Marina, who was holding on tight to a handrail. Finnegan tucked his head into his shell. The bubble wobbled and swayed, bouncing off a soft sponge. The sea creatures inside began to panic, wondering if they would ever reach the reef. While everyone else was worrying, Ollie stayed as calm as a cucumber. He knew that panicking wouldn't fix the problem. He took a deep breath, adjusted his tool belt, and began to look at his machinery. "Don't worry, friends," Ollie said softly. "I am going to find out exactly what is wrong." Ollie crawled under the control panel, his 8 legs moving skillfully. He used his seashell magnifying glass to check every bolt and every gear. He checked the bubble blower and the current catcher. He was being very thorough, making sure he didn't miss a single detail. Near the very bottom of the main suction lever, Ollie spotted it. It was a tiny hairline crack in the casing. It was so small that he had missed it during his morning check. Because of the crack, the elevator couldn't hold its direction. Ollie felt a squeeze of guilt in his heart for not being more careful. Ollie didn't waste a second. He pulled a tube of shimmering coral glue from his belt. He carefully spread the thick, pink paste over the crack. As the glue hardened, the hissing sound stopped, and the elevator steadied itself in the water. The elevator began to float smoothly upward again. Ollie turned to Finnegan and Marina. "I am very sorry," he said honestly. "I didn't check the lever closely enough this morning, and that caused the trouble. It was my responsibility to make sure the elevator was perfect before we started." Finnegan and Marina smiled. They appreciated Ollie's honesty and his hard work to fix the mistake. They reached the sunny reef safely, and Ollie promised to double-check every inch of his invention every single day. Ollie learned that being responsible means taking care of things, and being honest keeps everyone's trust.